enough of the Karens. I need more daring characters, more daring guests, almost like the prison mate. He was really cool even though he was a borderline serial killer. That's what I need. This, I can't do that. She can't do this. I'm tired of people what I can and cannot do. I run this show, I run this department. You don't like it, who gives a damn? Not me. What are we wearing for today's show? No, none of that's gonna work. I need more skin showing. My Chef Gorgeous is not here today, so I'm with Chef Daniel. Isn't he hot?
Yeah.
We're making lasagna, so you guys can learn this at home. Some tricks and trades in the Neomi kitchen. Hey, Kelly, did you see my episode last week? Epic, right?
She's so rude. She's always talking down to us. I feel like quitting.
Where's my coffee?
I heard Jessica in the back talking crap about me, saying I'm over-demanding, rude, and too bossy. So do yourself a favor.
We're ready in 5, 4, 3, 2.
We back with the Naomi Talk Show. How y'all doing? I'm Naomi, and this is the Naomi Talk Show Season 2. Y'all back. I'm back too. We got a new guest here. How are you doing? The show is about to start. Are you guys ready? Because I might bring the drama. I might bring the sassy, but the comedy is always going to be here. If you got a problem with that, bye, girl. That's your problem, not mine. Well, the show is definitely starting now, so I guess we'll see each other after the show. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be fun. See you guys later. Welcome to the show when we back again to the Naomi Talk Show. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? This is episode 8. Damn, we already at episode 8. We are flying through this honey like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Some of y'all might be too old to know what Sabrina is. Don't worry about what my age is. I'm an animation. I don't age, girl. I get pretty about the hour. I'm somebody's snack. You see how I'm looking today? You already know, honey, pretty tea. So this episode, we're going to be meeting an Amish couple. Yeah, I said it right, Amish. Like the village people that be like in the middle of the woods that live off the grid. You know the ones that don't own a car, but they still do horse and wagon, and they be riding by you while you on the road driving by. But they kind of like looking at you like you are the normal one, and they live in the current life, and you like, are you okay, sir? I mean, we don't ride horses anymore, but you looking at me? I mean, the men be some players too. They be having like 16 wives and like 30 kids. But I give it to him if that's the life you want to live. Everybody needs a unicorn. But that ain't the life for me, because I ain't wrapping nothing up over here. I ain't wrapping my hair up. I ain't wrapping up these twins. I ain't doing none of that. But I always believed that those particular people kind of never interacted with the regular world, like they did their own thing until this. And I thought as the end of the year was approaching, watching, you know, the Latins on TV dancing from right to left, praising the orange pumpkin, then you started seeing real colors. And I was like, oh my God, they actually put a name in the box. I was shocked. I'm like, girl, what can that man possibly do for your ass to make your garden grow better? Or your seeds that you plant in your garden? What can I say, y'all? I was shocked out of my damn mind. I mean, my jaw was on the floor. I said, not the people that still ride the horse and carriage, praising the orange pumpkin, honey, knowing he literally said they're good for nothing, essentially. God, I was like, make it stop. I was like, what? Wait, what's happening? Is this Earth? Am I breathing still? I was seeing them in line on the news and they were orange pumpkin. That's not what he said. He's in his whole Amish gear, corduroys and all, in 90-degree weather. And it's like, I'm standing in this line because I want the orange pumpkin to be my king. When I look at the screen and almost pass the hell out. I mean, literally, I hit the floor hard. I was like, you cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. He said that shit with his whole chest. He was like, yes, he's the guy for me. And I said, sir, what does your horse feel about this? And I'm looking like, wait a minute, you know who that is? Don't look at me like that, y'all. Maybe I should have studied more in school and didn't pay attention so much on watching Jerry Springer on my little portable TV. I took this book and cut a hole into it, and I had like a mini-sized TV, and I stuck the TV inside the book, and I would be acting like I'm studying in school watching Jerry Springer. I was a borderline gangster honey anyway, so I was borderline shocked when I seen that. I'm like, wait a minute, so they participate for real in the real world. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, please believe me. I think they're very cool to watch on the outside, but I really didn't know. I just thought they grew their own things and got to live by their own rules and did their own thing and didn't really cross the world like that unless they had to, you know, because they sell things. I knew about that. But I didn't actually think they participated in. I didn't think they gave a shit who as president would be, who or what or when or how it affected them. That might be dumb on my part. I accept that completely, but y'all was dumb for him, so we're even, and that's my opinion. But I was really shocked. And I'm like to myself, of all the people you come out on your horse and wagon for, him is who you chose. I mean, you grow your own potatoes and your own apples. The Amish guy on the news was dead ass serious. I was like, you gotta be playing right now. But bitch, when he said he's gonna make America great again, I said, what? You're wearing overalls, sir?
Listen, on a serious tip, I'm not biased by no means. I just like what I like, and those are honest, true people. It's nothing bad about that. I like people who care about other people.
He's fighting with Taylor Swift. He's fighting with Beyonce. He's fighting with all these young artists. Like, sir, your staff had to write them on a piece of paper for you to know exactly who you were. He don't know half of them. He don't even know how to use social media. He literally was explaining how good his son was using a computer. A 5-year-old knows how to use a computer. And then half of you look at us and said they were bitching and crying, and we're just upset about, do you even know your grandpa's name at this point? You don't take your grandpa to the skate park. You don't take him surfing with you. You don't take him to the nightclub. This isn't summer at Bernie's. You don't even know half the...
If your parents teach you to not like certain colors, then stand on that and say that. Don't play games and play stupid like we're supposed to believe something other than that.
Half of you get on TikTok or get on social media and y'all are dancing to all these TikTok stuff, and you'll be the first ones out there saying, go back to your country. Knowing half of your audience is from out of the country, are y'all serious though? How stupid are you taking your shirt off and getting all these fans and followers just to be ignorant? I mean, Logan, to be specific, I would watch him in his earlier days because I thought he was funny, but really, what does his content and him have in common?
But I guess after making that video that got him pretty much canceled, maybe he's always been that way, but that's my exact point. They make themselves look a certain way.
Then when you least expect it, they show the true colors. I could care less who he for in the end because I don't even like him, but it shows he doesn't want better this world either. And he's another one that I feel is in everybody's country, but then we'll come back home and say, I completely agree with the orange pumpkin and his policies. Get the f out of here. No, I know y'all want to say, oh, look at her. She's hiding behind the animation. I don't tell y'all how to work your content. Don't tell me how to work mine. People get mad and reflect. The difference between me and you, I don't mislead my audience to believe I'm for them and then become against them in a blink of an eye. Check that at the front door. I'm sick of sitting around letting everyone talk about what everybody else talks about, but not the real shit, like two-faced people. And if you fall under that umbrella, then oh well. Now, everybody who was mentioned probably gonna want to clap back. You like what you see. You can never make this. And while you hired many to help you with your content, I do this alone by myself, so clap back if you dare. I live for a good read, so try me. I wish you would. All right, so we're going to the main stage to talk to our couple, Amish couple. They have ran away from the Amish community. I don't blame them. The community has bad taste.
No offense, they were out there in corduroys and the blazing heat voting for the devil. I don't blame this couple. I would have ran too.
You damn sure don't have a good taste on what you think your family needs, so let's go meet this couple. This is gonna get interesting real quick. So we are talking to Ashley first. Her and her boyfriend Eric have left the family village together because they were unhappy with some of her father's choices.
They were always curious about the outside world, but were told it was a sin and that evil people like myself live out in the regular world and it's not good for her people.
She said she's been Amish all her life and that's all she's known, but stepping out has definitely had her conflicted, but not her boyfriend. Her boyfriend loves being out.
Yeah.
So Ashley, have you told your boyfriend since you've been out in a regular world how you feel that you have confliction about going back with your Amish family?
Well, thank you, Naomi, for having me on your show. And my boyfriend, Eric, I have not told him because since we've been out, he's been extremely happy about his decision.
Yeah, he said it's felt like a dream of his to be out of our Amish family and village. He's a city guy now, and he's going to stay a city guy. I can't change that or his mind. In first couple of months, I kind of felt the same way about being out of my Amish village, but then I started to miss my family and my upbringing, the way we do things.
At least you're keeping it real with yourself. She said, this ain't no Alice in Wonderland. I know where I come from and I never want to forget that.
When my boyfriend Eric misses nothing at all, not his family, not our lifestyle, nothing to do with Amish, he said he's never going back ever and doesn't want any contact with his family.
I'm thinking about going back home for a little bit just to visit, and I think that Eric would not like me doing that. Probably will take a toll on our relationship, so I'm afraid to tell him.
Well, listen, Ashley, a relationship, if it's strong, can survive anything. So if you miss your people and you want to go back home to visit, then do that. That you're right. And I'm 90% sure Eric would be okay with it. I think he's just in a new scenery where he can breathe and be who he probably always wanted to be inside. So I think he's overexcited.
Yeah. So what happens when your boyfriend says to you that he's uncomfortable with you going back home to your village? Are you mentally prepared to know that he might want to break up or you might not want to be with you?
Because that could be the outcome. You need to consider all different ways of seeing it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he wants to be single. Maybe he wants you to support him. Who knows what he might be feeling when you tell him? You know, I just want to make sure that you keep all your options open.
Yes.
You know, so you don't get hurt in the long run. That's why I kind of brought him onto the show to see how he's feeling about the situation. And then I was just going to take it from there, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, we're taught in my village, if it doesn't work out, you move on and you make your happiness the way it seems to be or should be.
I'm not going to say that I want to break up because I definitely don't want to break up. But if he's not happy with me going home, then
I think you got it figured out. I just want to make sure that you did. And it seems like you do. So I'm happy about that. So I'm ready to talk to your boyfriend and see how he feels.
Shit, sometimes life ain't easy, especially when I'm trying to go on a diet to fit in a dress, honey. I'm like, I got a dress I got to put on Monday.
So I'm gonna talk to Eric for a bit, and then I'll bring you back on together with Eric, and we can talk about this. Okay?
Hi, Eric. Welcome to the show. I just got done talking to Ashley, your girlfriend, and she told me you and her have been living in the city for a year now. Welcome to the Red World. So your girlfriend was telling us that you enjoyed your time out being in the city and that you never want to go back home to your Amish lifestyle. You love being a city guy.
I don't blame you. The city life is a beautiful thing. I've been to the country. My husband's family lives in the country in the Netherlands, and man, I'll be bored sometimes.
I adore them. Yes, I do. You know I do, but y'all gotta understand, I'm a city girl, honey. I can't conform to that type of lifestyle.
So tell us how it was for you conforming to your new lifestyle and getting to know the city while coming from an Amish background. What was the easiest and what's the hardest to adjust?
Well, thank you, Naomi, for having me on the show with my girlfriend and me. And for right now, I enjoy everything. The hardest thing was not getting up and leaving fast enough.
Once I kind of moved to the city and got adjusted into an apartment with my girlfriend, I kind of eased right into it. Like, I always dreamed of living in the big city as a child.
Yeah.
No hard feelings to my dad or the Amish family that I have, but that lifestyle is not for me. It's too laid back. It's too colonial times for me. I feel like I live in a Flintstones.
Oh my God, Eric, I'm so surprised that you know what the Flintstones is.
Yeah.
I didn't know Amish people had televisions from what we heard.
The fast life city is for me being that I can go grab a coffee from down the street from my house, go in 5 minutes later, I'm drinking a coffee. I don't want to have to milk a cow and grow beans.
I know what you mean. I love coffee, but I also hate coffee. It's a long history with me and coffee. I like it to be sweet, but I don't tend on drinking it at all. Growing it is another thing.
Kind of getting to know the city and that it's more freer than I was where I'm from in my Amish world. I kind of want to be more free with no strings attached.
So what do you mean by that, Eric? You want no strings attached. You have a girlfriend. You guys live together. Of course you have to have strings. You're in a relationship.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm here to tell my girlfriend that I want to be in an open relationship. I don't want to be tied down now that I am not conformed anymore to be an Amish.
I completely understand, but in the same sense, you would have caught these hands, Eric. We're leaving our arms family together, and then all of a sudden now you want to be open. That's crazy.
If she doesn't understand that, then we can break up and she can go back home. It's not like I don't already know that she's been feeling like she's lost here in the city.
I didn't want it to be this way, but I feel free now. I feel like myself. I want to meet new people that possibly doesn't come from the background of Amish.
So she was going to tell you that when she came out that she misses her family, so we can just bring her out and we can all talk about it and you could be a little bit more nicer.
This man is a whole mess. Eric, don't throw her to the bus like that.
Thank you, Ashley, for coming back to the show. I was just talking to your boyfriend, Eric, and he wants to reveal something to you as well as you want to tell him something. So, Eric, you can tell her what you were telling me in the audience and the viewers about your personal feelings that you have recently found out about yourself.
Well, babe, I have something to tell you. I know you secretly miss home and you want to go back home, and I just want to tell you I'm not going to stop you from doing that.
Yeah.
But I do have to tell you that since I got to the city, I decided that I want to live in an open relationship and meet other people other than you. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but that's...
What are you talking about, Eric? I can't believe you're saying this to me. You told me you wanted to be with me and only me forever.
That's why I agreed to come with you to the city. I could have stayed at home if I was going to be treated like this open relationship. And what the hell is that? Why would you want that?
Well, babe, I'm trying to keep it 100% real with you. I don't want to lie to you, and yes, I did say that, but when I got here, my feelings changed a little.
You want to keep it 100% real with me by misleading me and making me believe that you love only me just to get me to the city.
And I also wanted to tell you that I'm bisexual, and I know that the Amish frown against that, and I know you would probably be against it too, so this is why I waited.
Eric, you definitely threw a bomb today on all of us, not only Ashley. Wow, I completely understand and get it, but damn, Eric.
well, what I think your girlfriend is saying to you is that, you know, you should have maybe told her this is the way you felt before you guys left together.
Now, I also get where you're coming from, where it's like you left somewhere where you had to be a certain way for so long that it's like, I'm finally out of there and now I could be myself. Okay.
You want to be different now. You want to experiment. You know, you're finding yourself while this world is still kind of new to her.
Okay.
But at the same time, you got to understand where she's coming from too.
Yeah.
It's like if you felt this way, you should have told her that all along so she could have made that same choice.
Yeah.
So you definitely just have to take that into account and understand that both of you guys left and both of you guys are learning. Both of you guys are taking in this new world. It was selfish on your behalf.
Yeah.
Well, you do got to understand as well that she wanted to leave it as bad as I did at the time.
Yeah.
You know, her parents and my parents wasn't allowing us to do anything.
And for me in my head at the time, I was like, you know, I want to get out of here. I want to venture out. I want to see the world. And
That's right. I did say that and I did leave with you. I wanted to do that. You're right. But you still should have told me these things prior. I think it's very unfair of you right now to have me on the show telling me this when you didn't tell me this at home and you didn't tell me this before we left the village, but now you want to tell me it's crazy.
I apologize. I'm deeply sorry. I didn't want to make you feel this way. Obviously, you know that, but you've been wanting to go home for a while now.
So what are you saying that justifies the fact that it's okay for you to just blindside me because we're on a talk show?
That's not what I said. You're putting words into my mouth. I didn't say that at all. And I'm just saying, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say?
I would have appreciated you to apologize and man up and not act like this immature jerk that don't care about the actions you inflicted it today.
I think you're just a bit jealous on the simple fact of what I told you today, that I'm bi and you possibly might not be the person I end up with.
That is so unfair of you to say that to her. I don't think that is the issue that she's trying to say. Why are you being so rude to her? You're really dumb. Why did you tell me this when we got into the apartment, huh?
You're right, I apologize. I'm not sorry that I told you, but I'm sorry that you had to go through this and make it about yourself. It's more about me, not you.
You really keep talking crap out of your mouth, and you don't even know what you're saying. Maybe you do. Don't know what you're saying, but I'm glad I'm seeing the real you. You don't have to worry, we're done. From this point on, I would not have anyone talk to me the way you talk to me on the show.
Amen to that. I don't blame you, girl. He's just sitting up here living his best life, and I understand it, but it's a better way that you could have delivered your message without being rude.
Care how I would feel about it by you bringing me on the show and telling me like this? You could have told me at home. What?
Eric, I told you us women, we don't play, especially when it comes down to you embarrass us on national TV, but I guess you didn't know you're Amish.
I'm sorry about this, Naomi. I didn't mean to unravel things to this level on your show. I do apologize, but I wanted to tell her the truth. I don't want to lie to her.
I want to bring you back to the show again to see if we can resolve this and see where you are in a couple of months. How's that sound?
Now we have to jump in here and do another cooking segment because it's been a minute.
Well, not really. I just like eating on my show. Is that a problem?
So we're trying Amish food, allegedly. So I think what we got on the table is we got Amish pies.
What?
We also got Amish cookies.
Yeah.
We got organic vegetables and a whole chicken. I guess they pluck it on the farm.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on an Amish farm? Have you ever cooked Amish food? Have you ever grown your own vegetables? Have you ever went 30 days without your phone or internet?
No, I have never made Amish food.
Mm-hmm.
I have never grown my own food, unfortunately not yet, but it's definitely on my bucket list.
So let me try these almond cookies over here. Very moist, tasty.
Look how moist that is.
Absolutely delicious, not dry at all.
Go ahead, let me know what you think of the chicken.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. Here, you must try these beans.
All right, cheers. Fantastic.
You have to try this pie right now. Okay, wow, that is incredible.
Here, open up for this cookie. I cannot believe how flavorful this is. And it's all organic. It truly is. The flavor profile is exceptional. Here you go. Cheers, chef.
Thank you. To the show.
And these cookies are amazing. So what did you think about my guest today, the Amish couple? What did you think about them? Like, did you think he was too much or she was too much? Or what do you think, chef?
Yeah. They're both very young. They're still figuring out things. And so I'm not surprised that he felt the need to come out to her today, but he definitely should have told her sooner.
Absolutely agree with that statement. I absolutely feel like he should have told her sooner. And the simple fact that he kind of like victim blamed her because she wanted to go home wasn't fair either. But I do understand where he's coming from, where he might have wanted to live a different life. But because their world is quite different than our city lives, it was kind of like an escape for him.
I completely agree, but I also think that the girl kind of wanted the same thing and she wanted to escape, but I felt like she missed her parents.
They will figure it out. She's gonna probably go back home and he's gonna probably experiment that other side he hasn't got to do, so good luck to the both of them. Once again, it's Amish food, so it's almost cookies Amish pie, and obviously the chicken is regular and the greens is regular. I absolutely love the cookies.
For the pie, I would say it's like a 4 because I'm not really a big pie person.
I think everything was good. I absolutely love the pie. I love pie.
Chef, can you walk me backstage? I gotta close the show, but guys, thank you for another beautiful episode, and of course, this cooking segment with the chef. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. You will definitely see him again in a later show, so thank you for coming.
Let's go close the show.
Thank you, guys, and the food was good once again, except for the pie.
I'm gonna go ahead and cancel myself before y'all cancel me. Because this was a whole mess. I don't want people thinking I got a problem with Amish. I'm gonna say one thing and then we're about to end the show. Now, a person told you that they spent 30 years riding back and forth in their car on no gas, meaning empty. You will be looking at this man like, is he okay? That's impossible. He's making it up. It's fiction. So why is it okay to tell somebody they've been on the air for 30 years but they have low ratings? This is what I say, the math is not mathing. The one person says something, and because that one person you're afraid of, you just repeat it like a parrot. Because like I said, it makes no sense. So a pirate told you he's been on the seas for 40 years with his crew, but they never had a pirate boat. They just stayed swimming. If the pirate wasn't a mermaid and didn't know how to avoid sharks in that deep, dark ocean, it's bogus.
So the point that I'm making is you're gonna really tell someone that a network would have someone on the air for 30 years and the ratings are not good. Does that make sense? Here's a fact for all those Red Hat supporters. If it's nothing to you, then ask your Orange Pumpkin friend, where is his airline or those hotels that didn't work out? I'll see you next week with an all-new episode. It's a special guest. She knows a friend of a friend of a friend that you know. See you next week. Bye. Okay, y'all, I handled this like a boss this episode, honey, but I'm still shocked, y'all. But this Amish girl is filling me in, so I'll see you next week. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Thanks, boo.